Could you introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your relationship with the Alamo?
I'm Shelley Gary.
Yeah, my name is Charles Latta. I am 68 years old.
My name is Aaron Woods. I'm a volunteer here at the Alamo.
Okay, my name is Glenn Havel. I'm a brand new volunteer here at the Alamo.
My name is Alan Vitus, and I'm a living historian. Today I'm representing the U.S. Army in 1865.
My name is Ken Palma. I've been here about 12 years as a volunteer.
My name is Tom Glazer. I co-authored a book on the Alamo for the Sesquicentennial back in '86 for SMU Press.
Primarily is that my family, we're Tejanos. We've been in Texas for over 200, almost 300 years. So my parents from time to time would say, hey, we have a history there, and that's about it. Being a military brat, growing up all over the world in the United States. When we come here, when my dad was between assignments, we'd always come to the Alamo, and it's always held a special place for me.
So I work in the oil industry. I work 7 days on, 7 days off straight. So on my 7 days off, you can only cut the grass so many times. So I was like, this is my chance, to be a part of this.
Done living history since I graduated from college in '71. That's 1971, not 1871. And I just love the history part of it. And coming to San Antonio, there were so many things I could get involved with, but the Alamo is the high point of San Antonio's history. They don't celebrate the cowboy or the Wild West, so here I am.
Stay curious. You can start out as a docent, but ask questions. I'm asking questions all the time. I'm learning every time I come here, some little tidbit, and I try to share it with the public.
Yeah, start reading.
Awesome.
Don't do the thumb flip, do the page flip. And not just read one book, read many books. And there are a lot of books here. I'd say probably in the last 20 years, there has been a tremendous growth in literature about the Tejano involvement in Texas, and we're great scholars. And the Alamo has them here in their gift shop. If not that, then in the library. But open up books and read, because there is a tremendous and a deep depth of Tejano legacy here in Texas.
I just think it's just enhanced my appreciation of it. Always have loved it and always appreciated it and its role in our history in the state, that I think it's just enhanced it more.
I don't want to get too crazy, but I will tell you that the first thing I discovered is that we really don't know a lot about the Alamo and what really happened. It's a lot of subjection and it's a conversation. We sit down with Ernesto and Colby and those guys, and Doc Winders when he was here, and we used to just chew the fat and talk about something that you heard or has happened, and find out if we really believe it or if it could have happened. And literally, it's the way I start off most of my presentations is just a simple fact of we really don't know everything. If you have a question about the Alamo, feel free to ask it. And if you want me to agree with you, I can, because I can find proof that makes it so. But if you want me to disagree with you, I can do that too, because there's just as much proof out there saying it didn't happen. So that's the fun part.
What sort of impact would you want to leave on the visitors?
That they leave here knowing more than they came knowing. And it's not the continued mythology that they got from the movies. I hope they take away the meaning of what it means here at the Alamo, of what these guys and people did back then, and what they were fighting for. I like to tell people that it's more than just an era in time. It is a moral story. Stand up for what you believe in. It's encourage.
Well, it's basically the culture awareness, because of Hollywood and previous books, they only focus on certain individuals. But it's more than those people that have a name on the wall. It's the everyday people, that they're the ones that stand up. and fall in and shoulder a musket to, you know, to right or wrong, you know. So I recommend reading, you know, diaries and journals and pieces of literature like that.
Well, the most fun I have is talking to people that seem to be genuinely interested. But typically the kids, like 10, 12, 14 years old, I had one little girl come to me, and she had been in the gift shop with her grandfather. And she got some of the Alamo coins, the gold coins, souvenir coins. And she had two of them. So we were talking and sharing information, and I was educating her about the stuff I had on my table. And at the end of it, she said, I want to do this. I want to give you this. And so she gave me a coin, which I treasure. It's in my drawer at home, but it meant a lot. I mean, it just somebody gives back. I get a lot of thank you cards from kids that come through. Thanks for the tour guides and stuff, but not near as meaningful as the coin was.
Yeah, so the one thing that I can relate to, or that I can remember, there was this kid. I was working inside the church, and he the diorama of the Alamo grounds. He came up and started asking all kind of questions, and as I would answer them, you could just see his eyes just like he was just wanting that information, and it really meant a lot to me that he was really focused on what I was telling him.
Meeting people from all over the world. I met a lady from Sri Lanka, a couple from Nepal. I met a gentleman who was in the North Vietnamese Army in the 70s when I was in the U.S. Army. And so we stood and discussed our different, not our viewpoints, but our experiences, and which was really neat.
What would you say is the most rewarding part of your time here at the Alamo?
Having people leave here with some of their illusions dissipated, understand that the facts of what actually went on here, how it actually fit into Texas history and the history of the United States.
I think just talking to the different people. You know, it's rewarding when you meet somebody and they don't know the first thing about the Alamo other than somebody said, oh, you can't miss the Alamo. You got to go see the Alamo if you're in San Antonio. And then to share a little bit about why this place is here and what is its importance. I think that's rewarding. You know, people go away and go, oh, I learned something today I didn't know.
It's a taken away that I'm doing, you know, my small part in talking about the Tejano legacy here at the Alamo.
The proud looks I get from family that, hey, my son's working, doing stuff at the Alamo. You know, it's a place where people come to visit on vacation. It's and I'm actually being a part of it. So, and that just, it's the being proud.